Hi guys, welcome back to Faye's Colouring. I'm going to do a flip through of this gorgeous book. It was bought from Coolcraft Books on Etsy. It's called Moon Blossoms, an art book you can colour, and it's by Katrina Pallen. Now I saw this book a year ago when I first got into colouring. I googled it and you couldn't buy it anywhere, and I was like, oh man, it's like I've missed out here. And then I bought the Find Colour book from Killcraft Books, and she had this one in stock as well. So I was so pleased to find this. I love Oriental, pictures and things, like the Find Colour book has got. And this one has not similar ones, very different, but the Asian, Korean, Chinese, Japanese artwork, which is really, really beautiful. This is the front of the book, and it has you can see the shiny moon blossoms. And the back of the book is just plain. It's really, really detailed with lots of lanterns and peacocks and flowers and things on there. Then we have the front where there's the lady with the fan, peacocks and things on there. When you open up the book, it just says Katrina Pallen, Moon Blossoms, an art book you can colour. And obviously you can colour all the bits around there. They are one-sided and they are also perforated, so if you want to tear them out and photograph them, frame them, you can. Right, this is signed by her, which I didn't know, which is a really nice touch. You've got this book belongs to page with a lady on here. Now I must say these are very detailed pictures. If you don't like a lot of detail, you might not like this book, but I love a lot of detail. Sharp pencils, fine liners, anything like that you could use in here. Right, the next page tells a bit about her and the origins and the illustrations and why she does the illustrations that she does. But the first picture, we have a lady with a pipe, birds, flowers, very, very detailed. The paper is not mega thick, I would say probably 160, but it's thick enough. It's not like a really thin paper, and it's very smooth as well. Then we have two ladies there in their kimonos. I really do love the Asian style kimonos, flowers, headdresses, everything about these really. And when I first saw this book a year ago, I was just blown away, like, wow, that's a colouring book. Having only just got into colouring, I just couldn't believe that something so gorgeous was an actual colouring book. If you don't like a lot of detail but you like the pictures, I mean, you could frame these, you could tear these out and frame them on their own. You don't necessarily need to colour them if you don't want to. There are some landscape ones and some portrait size ones as well. This is quite a sort of long book that opens up the other way. Just make sure you're in shot there. So yeah, I love all these pictures. They are so absolutely gorgeous. I haven't seen this book much on any website or anything. I think it is only from Etsy that you can get it, as far as I know at the moment. And I haven't seen much of this on YouTube, on any channels. I'm sure there probably are some, from years ago, because I think the first printing was several years ago of this, and I think they reprinted it December 18. So that's obviously what I've got here, the reprint of it, so I'm just so glad that they brought it out again. This one has sort of like a mandala type background on it, so if you like mandalas and you like Asian things, this would be ideal. There we go, another one. Turn the book around so you can see that one. Very nice pictures. Some are frames like this with just, you know, flowers or whatever surround, and some aren't, but I mean they are all absolutely gorgeous. That one with the peacock, and it's just, I just love these pictures. There we go, another one there. Turn the book around. So she's very, I love sort of the Asian wedding dress styles, you know, the veils and just everything that is just so ornate. Absolutely gorgeous. There we go. These ones have like the puppets. Can't think what they're called. Something or other puppet things. I did actually have some of them once upon a time. I think with my husband's when we first met, and I can't remember whatever happened to them, but we did have some wooden ones that sat on the fireplace in front of the fire, but I know they are sort of Indian, I'm sure they're Indian style puppets. Another one there that's not quite so detailed. I mean, you could do a headdress and her jewels in glitter gel pens or something like that, just one colour, like gold or silver or any colour you like, and then obviously the rest of it is not that detailed. So there are some that aren't quite as detailed as others. Like this one's sort of very busy, with flowers, lanterns, but they're just all beautiful. I just love the style of this, and just thought I've not seen much about this book on YouTube. I don't know whether people have overlooked it, or whether it's just not their taste. But I would have thought if you liked Find Colour, then you would like this book as well, I would have thought. So very beautiful styles. Loads of butterflies on that one. Very sweet. Turn you around. So some are very detailed and some aren't. And there's quite a lot of pictures in this book. It wasn't that expensive, to be honest. Obviously the shipping makes it more expensive, but I think the actual book was something like £20 or something. Obviously, you know, you pay a lot more for the shipping and that as well, but I just had to have it because I'd seen it a year ago and, you know, just fell in love with it really. Was that the front cover? No. That one I think was one of the ones I'd seen, and the headdress and that was just so ornate. And I just can't say enough about these books. I mean, I love them both. They're both absolutely gorgeous, but as I say, most of you have seen Find Colour one because it's been advertised so much because so many people are getting it now. But obviously if you want to flip through of that as well, I'm more than happy to do that. But as I say, this one I just haven't seen lots about this book. So whether it's not to everybody's taste or whether it's just been sort of overlooked, because I know when you buy on Etsy you don't get that many thumbnails of what pictures you are getting in the books. So basically you really sort of are buying blind a lot of the time because you only get to see, you know, one or two of the pictures really. So this one I already knew that I loved it from years ago, and I really can't remember where I saw it, to be honest. I saw it somewhere and then obviously couldn't get it. When I saw it on advertised, I was like, wow, I have to have it. You know, it's just so beautiful pictures. So hopefully this will inspire, hopefully you'll like this and it'll inspire some of you to go out and get it as well, because it is well worth the money. even with the postage cost to get here. Absolutely beautiful. Like I said, you can frame them as they are, that you don't even have to colour them, because they are one-sided perforated. So I mean, you can use any medium, but I would put something behind, you know, just to protect the page behind. That one, and they are all named at the back as well, which I will show you when we get to the end. Another lovely lady there with a floral dress. Absolutely beautiful books. Absolutely gorgeous pictures. I just love them all. Go again. Let's put a few more. So you do get quite a lot of pictures in here. One with an eagle there, with all her jewellery. So that's quite a busy one, quite detailed. If you like a lot of detail like I do, then you know that's the ideal sort of book really, because it is very detailed. And there we've got the young girl in that one. And then we've got 3 ladies on that one. And that is it. And at the back you've got an illustration guide, and there's 37 pictures in total, I think, unless it goes over. No, it doesn't. 37 illustrations in here, and they each tell you which ones they are. Like the first one is Filipina, the next one is just with kimono patterns. You've got Beijing, Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, Bolognese, probably saying that wrong, Bolognese, not sure, Indian, Korean, Beijing, Malaysian, all different, you know, countries, which have beautiful, beautiful ladies with their outfits and jewellery and things. So yeah, absolutely beautiful book. So pleased that I've got that one, and of course the Find colour. That is also very, very beautiful. But yeah, that's my presents, and that was Moon Blossoms, and I hope you'll enjoy that. Thanks for watching. Bye.